Hi everyone and welcome to today's episode. Today I'm going to be making a fun dog treat that's really cute, and I've got a couple different sizes that we're going to make for larger dogs and smaller dogs. It only takes 4 ingredients and it's going to be super simple, and I know my dog loves them mainly because of the peanut butter. She loves anything that's like peanut butter or whipped cream, anything like that. My dog goes crazy over it. So as always, the items and the directions are listed in the description below. So when you're making your shopping list, you can just add these things to your list and be sure to grab them at the store if you don't already have them at home. I'm going to start off with my whole wheat flour, and I've already measured it out, and this is the bowl that I'm going to use as my mixing bowl. This is 2 cups of whole wheat flour, and so now I'm going to mix it with my 1.5 teaspoons of baking powder. So I'm just going to add that all together, all of my dry ingredients, and I'm just going to take a rubber spatula and just kind of blend it in well. And you're going to blend this a bunch. I just use one utensil. That way I don't have a whole lot of cleanup to do at the end. So now I'm going to add my peanut butter, and this is 1/3 of a cup. And another reason I like to use a rubber spatula is because it scoops it really clean. So it just scoops all of your ingredients and just helps it. And this is going to create like your stretchy, pulley dough. And so what I like to do is I like to work that in just a little bit at the beginning and then mix in my water. And this is 1 cup of hot water, but it's not boiling. It's just as hot as my faucet would let me get it, and I'm just going to pour that hot water just right into this mixture slowly. I'm probably not going to add it all at once. Did about half. Now I know some of you may be thinking like, why aren't you using a whisk? But whisk, or using a whisk, it'll get all tangled up in the wires, and I don't want to have to deal with that today. So I'm just using my rubber spatula because it's going to work well. And it helps get me all those edges too. So I'm just going to mix this really well, and then I'm going to turn it out for rolling. Mia was supposed to be in this video, but she's tired. She has to take a nap. So I'm just like, fine. I'm slaving away over here for dog treats for her, and she just wants to go take a nap. Whatever. Now that I've got all of my ingredients pretty much mixed together, I'm just going to turn it out on my work surface. So I'm going to move my little cookie cutter to the side. I'm just going to bloop right out. So now this is a little bit sticky on some parts. So I'm just going to make sure that make a mess. That's what I was going to say. Just make sure that you have picked up all your flour, and then if there's any that's spread out like mine just did, just make sure to cover all the wet parts, and it will make it really simple. So while you're doing all of this, you can go ahead and preheat your oven to 375 degrees, because I know sometimes that takes a few minutes. So instead of using a rolling pin, I'm just going to use my hands. As I pat it out, I'm going to leave it about a 1/2 inch thick. So maybe not even that much, like 1/4 to 1/2 inch thick. These will rise, but just a little bit, not enough to, not like a whole bunch. I'm going to make a couple different shapes and sizes today, and you can definitely smell the peanut butter coming through. And this makes a pretty large batch. So of course, what I've done is I have prepared a baking tray, and I have lightly greased it so that it doesn't stick. I didn't put a whole bunch on there. You can also line it with parchment, and that works just as well. So I also have a dog bone that's about 2 inches long, which is a little bit larger than what I would like for my small dog. So if I were to give this to her, I'd probably give her about half of it because it's going to be kind of rich. Well, I also found this cute little cookie cutter, which is about half the size of that, quite literally. So I'm like, large dog, small dog, works out perfect. So I'm just gonna start cutting my dog bones, just place it down and wiggle it. Yeah, I'm just gonna push and wiggle, and I'm trying to get the most out of my dough, because once you roll it a lot, it starts to lose its fluff, if you will. So not having to roll it and use it as much as possible really does help. So I'm going to make more of the small ones because I have a small dog. So of course she's not going to eat as many as of the large ones. So now that I've pretty much used all of my dough, I'm just going to take away my little cookies and put them on my baking sheet. Now you're going to want to leave a little space in between them because they will expand just a little bit, but not like your regular cookie. Okay, so now that I have all this, I'm just going to try and pick up all of my little scraps that have fallen and get all of my flour together again. Try to pick it up and not waste it. So I'm just gonna pat this out. All right. I'm gonna still keep that thickness. So now that we have all of our little doggy biscuits cut out and put on our baking sheet, now I'm gonna pop it in the oven for 20 minutes. Oh boy, guys. Come here. Somebody's excited because she smells the little dog treats. Well, these are finished baking and it took 20 minutes at 375 and someone was napping while they were baking, but now she smells them and she is ready for a treat. So what do you say? Want a snack? Yeah, peanut butter. Guys, I think this is a hit. I like them, everybody. Excuse you. I really hope that you've enjoyed today's episode. If you did, please give me a thumbs up and subscribe to my channel. And I hope to see you soon for more SugarVol cake videos. Bye-bye. We'll see you next time. Where's that cat? Where's it at? Where's it at? Go get him. Go get him. Go get him.